Right now, time is running out for Capitol Hill to avoid its first government shutdown since 2019. The last-ditch effort to get a temporary spending bill passed collapsed in the House today. And while the Senate has a bipartisan plan to extend funding through November 17th, it's unlikely to make headway in the House. Speaker Kevin McCarthy continues to struggle to keep his caucus in line.
What is the logical next step?
Keep working and make sure we solve this problem.
The White House estimates that 3.5 million federal workers will have to go without pay if the government shuts down, including more than 1 million active duty members of the military. Now, with that government shutdown being almost certain at this point, political reporter Darielle Fair has you covered on what House representatives from both sides of the aisle and who represent us here in Wisconsin had to say about the vote.
Sarah, that GOP-backed short-term spending bill would have extended federal government funding through October 31st, but a final vote of 232 to 198 blocked its final passage. 21 Republicans joined Democrats voting against it. The proposal would have implemented cuts to government spending and stricter border security policies, provisions House Speaker Kevin McCarthy promoted in hopes to gain more support from House Republicans. Republican Congressman Brian Stiles said he was disappointed that the bill failed, but hopes Republicans can introduce a stopgate measure that gets the support needed to pass through the House.
About 10% of House Republicans and every Democrat in the House of Representatives voted against keeping the government open and securing the U.S.-Mexico border. That's disappointing. I think two things that we should be focused on from the federal government standpoint is, one, addressing the reckless spending in Washington that's causing inflation and hurting families, and two, working to secure the U.S.-Mexico border.
Far-right House Republicans continue to show their opposition to McCarthy during their opening remarks, pushing for even stronger border policies. Congressman Mark Pocan said Democrats are waiting for a bipartisan bill to come through the Senate.
We want to live by the agreement that everyone made a few months ago. You know, the Senate Republicans, Senate Democrats, House Republicans, House Democrats, and the president. Everyone agreed to a way to avoid this months ago when we lifted the debt ceiling. If we just live with that, there's no shutdown, there's no drama.
Stiles confirmed the House will remain in session through the remainder of the evening and tomorrow afternoon. The House has scheduled votes for Saturday, one day out from the October 1st deadline for government funding to expire.